Off play action, set up the screen into a lot of traffic, and that is read perfectly by Aziz Al-Shire. That's Ayuk setting up on the outside and on the wing. Give it to McCaffrey again with a huge hole. Christian McCaffrey out to the 45-yard line. Fake toss, 2 fake tosses, and then to Kittle over the middle. Touchdown San Francisco. He faked it to McLeod, he faked it to McCaffrey, and then hits Kittle over the middle. Tell me this guy doesn't look like he's in his 7th year in the league.
What's going to happen with Deebo Samuel out? Well, you got Ray McLeod right here going in motion, and now you're going to set up a little fake. Now we're going to pull the lineman. Everybody's expecting they're going to throw that draw, and great job of patience by Kittle.
Lockett in motion. Look out. Smith loses it. And it's Lucas trying to recover it, and does. Hufanga came in. He was the guy. Smith never saw him.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. Never really accounts for him or sees him. Nobody picks him up, but nobody sees him with the late blitz.
3rd and 18, and that pass is incomplete, and it was tipped there as well. Nick Bosa got a hand on it. 2nd and 6. Homer loses it. Picked up on a hop. And on his way, Trevarius Ward out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
One of those kind of plays where Ward hits him, and then Greenlaw again with a big play against his Seahawk offense late in the first half. Jars that ball loose with that big hit, and then right into the hands of Trevarius Ward. Boom.
And run with it. That was the case there. McCaffrey into the end zone. He goes for the touchdown. So the killer fumble leads to a touchdown. And as we say, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
It's just going back to old reliable, which is this offensive line, which has become a real strength. Purdy hands it to McCaffrey, who's, again, never going to be. See if they can get the Niners off the field.
From the 2-yard line, McLeod out past the 30, taken down at the 40-yard line. Purdy, great protection, and wide open is Kittle, roaming free. Diggs can't take him down. Nobody else can, and it's a touchdown. 54 yards.
Watch what happens with Purdy. He looks to the right. He wants to go to the slant. Wosu drops, so he comes back all the way to his left. Busted coverage, and because he's able to work through those progressions with great time, he finds who else? George Kittle, who knows how to make people miss, and let alone when you bust in coverage like this, he's going to find a way to get that.
2nd and 21, and down he goes. Speaking of 97, Bosa, 15 and a half now on the year. Come up in a tight formation over the middle. That is caught there by McLeod, and Ray McLeod is going to pick up the first down. Bosa was lined up wide again. Look out, and Geno Smith goes down at the 45-yard line. Again, that intense pressure all night long. Key play. 3rd and 7. And that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down up to the 15-yard line. Jawan Jennings. Huge play.
Everything works out in the end,
I guess. 2nd down and 6. Purdy. Wide open again, and this time it is Tyler Kroft. Their number 2 or 3 tight end. Snaps it at 2 through the middle, and this ends the ball game right here as Mason takes off inside the 10 and gets bumped out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.